Alright guys, here it is, February 26th. It's a Sunday, and it's a nice, beautiful day outside today. Sunny, got a little light wind coming through, so that'll help blow away the dust. I'm going to sandblast the 52 a little bit. I'm going to sandblast around the area here and the rotted out area here so I can do the first repair, I guess on this piece right here. And then I'll work my way down later on. So I guess my goal is I'm going to get like this portion of the roof here done, sandblasted, and most of this quarter panel I'm going to get it edge primed and primed. That way I can go ahead and do the repairs later for this panel right here. And took the rubber on out and see a little bit of the original green there. That's pretty green actually. There's my mask. There's the sandblaster I'm using. Got a pretty wide tip at the end of it, as you can see there. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and finish sandblasting the roof, this little small portion of the roof on my hearse also, and get around the window area and probably this portion of the cowl on top. I'm going to get that edge primed, and maybe this week or maybe next weekend I'll get this top painted to keep it from rust and everything else. So back to my 52. So this is what it's going to look like, and I'll do another video and when it's sandblasted. Alright, here's after one tank of sandblasting. Doesn't look like much, but it takes a pretty good while to get all the rust off without warping the panel as well. So if you stay in one area and heat it up, it will warp the panel. So you kind of like dance around a little bit. You can see here where the roof panel was put together and then leaded in. You can see how bad it really looks now. This is what's left. So these smaller holes here, I'll try to weld those up, and hopefully I can get enough weld in here to weld that up. If not, I got to cut that out and replace it. I'm definitely going to cut this out and replace that panel right there, and I might replace this too. But up here looks pretty good. Got a little pinhole there, and a little pinhole there. Weld that up. But up here looks really good. A little better than I thought. I'm going to continue working my way down the quarter panel, and I'm going to work my way back, and I'm going to try to get around the bumper, I guess. I'm just going to follow this line here and work my way down and do where the quarter panel, inside the quarter panel is attached here. So I'll just do from here over and do this quarter panel, and like I said, I'll try to get maybe this portion of the roof probably about midways up. Maybe this side, I don't know. Depends on how I feel and how long it's going to take me to do it. Already had a little blowout on the hose, so that lost a little sand. So hopefully I can refill this thing back up and get back started. Alright, here is the second batch of sand blasting. Well, second tank anyway. What I got done so far, and you can see it is gone. I need to replace the bottom rocker, inner and outer. Got to replace most of the inside of the inner tire well, looks like. And I got to replace the outer portion of the quarter panel here. Good thing about it is maybe I can just butt it up against just below where the deluxe emblem goes. And I got to buy this piece, of course, also. And of course, you can see it right through the inside tire well as well. So got to replace most of that. Looks pretty good inside there. So as I said, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this rear portion here and do a little bit of the roof and get probably just to the inside of this lip here, since all this in here is pretty and green still. I can just sand that with sandpaper. So that's where I'm at. Alright, here's my third tank, and this is what I'm going to stop at today. It's getting kind of late, and I need to get something done on my hearse as well. So it's not so bad up in here. I wish I could get a little bit further though, really. But come up pretty good. I got one little spot there I can weld up that's rotted, and of course all the old Chevrolets are rotted out right here on the bottom of the rear body panel. This one's not too terribly bad. I might be able to actually repair this one without actually having to buy the whole panel. Alright, so I'm going to leave it here to get some etching primer and edge prime it. Alright, here is the etching primer. I got the primer and I primed the top of the stove, so I can see a little bit of gray there, but I'm about to prime this now, and be finished up for the day. Alright, here we all primed up. I put like 3 coats on, 3 heavy coats, but see all these pits still in the roof and everything else. So I'm going to let this dry and everything else, and I'll go back and sand it with 220 and keep priming it. Take a lot of these pits out, then the bigger pits I have to fill them in with body filler. So there's the quarter. Got the quarter in the section, everything else done. If I can get the deck lid done and the other quarter panel, this rear body panel. Alright, here we all primed up. I put like 3 coats on, 3 heavy coats, but see all these pits still in the roof and everything else. So I'm going to let this dry and everything else, and I'll go back and sand it with 220 and keep priming it. Take a lot of these pits out, then the bigger pits I have to fill them in with body filler. So there's the quarter. Got the quarter in the section, everything else done. If I can get the deck lid done and the other quarter panel, this rear body panel, and the roof, I'll be more than halfway done with the car. Alright, stay tuned. Leave comments. Alright, thanks. Bye.